So next up, we have an amateur bantamweight contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and brought to you in association with Intelligent FS Residential. Introducing first in the blue corner with a record of 5 wins against 7 losses, representing Knuckleheads MMA. Give it up for Alex Gill! And his opponent across the cage with a record of 4 wins against 5 losses, representing Reps MMA. Make some noise for Aftab Javed! Your referee in charge, Mr. J. Furness.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cage door set to close on what I consider to be one of the sleeper fights of the night on this card. Aftab Javed, the Reps prospect, fighting out of the red corner in the blue shorts, taking on Knuckleheads, Alex Gill. The Knucklehead Jim fighting out of Madeira, don't get a lot of chance to compete, come to the UKFC very, very often. And Aftab Javed is just one of my favorite human beings on planet Earth.
Without a doubt, and making his debut at bantamweight. He looks in phenomenal shape. Really wants to turn the tide of what has happened over his last few fights. And this, again, sometimes it's about finding that weight class. He looks great for bantamweight, Steve.
Absolutely.
Like, the best shape I've seen him in. Look how aggressive he is. Heavy right hand, low kicks, really nice.
And in terms of experience, these two amateurs are filling the cage with a combined 21 contests.
Without a doubt, and they go in against some phenomenal talent.
Well, I think that's one of the certainly the coach from the Knuckleheads was saying that one of the reasons they come here is because they're going to get tested. It's not going to be an easy fight no matter what, and that's what they want for their fighters, and it's what the UK Fighting Championships does so well.
And you've got Alex Gill on a real green streak as well at the minute. 4-fight win streak. 3 of those by finish, 2 rear naked chokes, 1 armbar. Last one here against Hassan Hussein at UK Fighting Championships 15.
Aftab looking very clean with the stand-up at the moment.
Oh, he's got to be switched on as well. You've got to respect the stand-up of Alex Gill.
Absolutely, and Gill's got a bit of length and a bit of range on Aftab as well, but he's the one that's closed the distance, trying to get underneath the hips. Good wide base by Javed, though. Gonna really make Gill work to get that takedown.
One of the hardest wrestling practice, not just in the north of England, but in the UK, is Reps MMA's wrestling sessions. And again, with Aftab, he's been training through Ramadan as well. This is somebody who has literally not been eating during the day and continued to train to prepare, because this is how much he wants it, Steve, and that's, you can't put that into somebody. They either want it or they don't, and he shows up no matter what.
Now he's having to embrace the grind a little bit as Gill forces him up against the cage, but using that underhook and that overhook, he's keeping Gill up high. Now he's got to the body lock.
That's a nice reversal there, and we saw in his last fight, UK Fighting Championships 18 against Liam Williams. Liam Williams, very technical grappler, but certainly had some size on Aftab, and he was able to control him. This time you see Gill trying to do the same thing, but not the same story.
No, absolutely. And you were talking about, again, Aftab training during Ramadan. I mean, we've seen this man take fights during Ramadan. you know, he is the epitome of what a blue-collar athlete is.
No, 100%.
Hard work, dedication.
Commitment, show up, time on the mats. And he's a real favourite over there at Reps MMA, as Alex Gill is again over there at Knuckleheads. Both of them really help all their teammates get better and better. We've seen that from the Knuckleheads guys as well. My God, they're never in dull fights.
No.
You got the likes of Diogo Ramos later on competing against Christoph Grambo, and that for me potentially is the people's main event. I think those two are so good, and I think Diogo Ramos from Knuckleheads, he is testament to how they're evolving. He's getting better and better on a 2-fight win streak, and it's again because he's got training partners like Alex Gill.
Absolutely. Aftab standing over there in the red corner. Doesn't look like he's competed for a 3-minute round yet, so the cardio's looking great. Both these young fighters, again, 9 minutes isn't going to be an issue for either of them.
So round 1 done, and a little bit of the story of that fight was those clinch exchanges up against the cage. They were able to reverse each other. Gill was the one that initiated it. Aftab turned it round, then the top position for Aftab. seeing out that first round. I love the striking of Gil. I love it. He switches stances. His lead or rear legs come up so quickly. And his understanding of range is very good there, works the body. Oh, uses that for the... I'd like to see him strike a little bit more, but maybe he's felt something that we don't know within that clinch.
Yeah, perhaps.
Double
but again,
underhooks.
If there's one fighter you know that's going to be happy to kind of really embrace that grind and do the dirty, hard work, it's Aftab Javed. So I'm pretty sure that they were prepped for this type of fight from the Knuckleheads, because again, they don't come here to make up numbers. They come into
they're a great addition
to win fights.
And they're in our hotel as well, and I saw them at breakfast, and they're just a good energy. Real solid team.
Know that their guys are going to get truly tested here.
And the great thing is that they've passed a lot of the tests as well. We saw that with the Alex Gil fight against Hassan Hussein. Diogo Ramos claiming 2 victories in a row, and you look at his other fights, you could say that one he was very unlucky to lose. It was a close split decision. The other one he was winning till he lost with a triangle in the 3rd round.
Lots of pressure coming forth from the Knucklehead fighter Gil, but
it's interesting this, Steve, because he is able to, at the minute, to contain Aftab, but now Aftab with those double underhooks, just as I said that, he's now turned that position. And let's see if he can take this single leg, get it to the mat. Look at the strength, wow, that's the difference.
And right into the half guard as well. He's looking to lock down on that leg.
Yeah, locked down from tops. He's just trying to stop his opponent getting that full guard back. But this heavy pressure is not just about controlling and it's always about wearing on your opponent. Look at that, he's used that nicely now to step over.
Sort of border guard here. And again, if he can get some posture here.
But you saw the difference in Alex Gil trying to make a takedown attempt. Switch it around. He was working for a good 30 seconds, nearly a minute. Aftab, once it turned around with the double underhooks, dipped down, picked up his opponent and straight to the mat.
And is he going to sit and lock himself down into that half guard, a la Randy Couture, and just start raining down? He's got his man up against the cage, but Gil just refuses to accept this position.
Yeah, Gil squirming and moving, trying to get back to his feet, but that lockdown on top is stopping that right leg from coming out. He needs that to base. He needs to switch to his side, free that foot, and build the base up against the cage. He's now trying a different method, using that wall walk with the left leg. But Aftab is really solid on top, and he's looking so strong at this weight class. And we haven't talked about it yet, but that 4-fight losing streak that he's on, there's pressure that comes with that, because he is a favourite here at Reps MMA and also UK Fighting Championship, and he really feels like he wants to show people exactly what he's about, and that's the style you want to see from Aftab. That's a great second half of that second round for him.
Absolutely, and again, Aftab's record doesn't do him the justice. You look at some of the people that he's competed in there with. You know, the Teddy Adlington Stringers. These are guys that are now sort of top of the amateur food chain at lightweight.
Exactly.
2 weight classes up from where Aftab is now.
And I might be wrong with Aftab, but I think he's fought at welterweight as well, but I might be wrong with that.
I don't know where would he lose that weight? Did he have a 3rd leg?
I am making no comments on any man's 3rd leg.
Yeah, good job, Brian Lacey. Thank you ever so much.
I'm staying well. No, I think it's up to lightweight, so my apologies. But here we go.
That's a 20-pound range of fights.
Yeah. And he looks very, very composed as we go into the 3rd.
I'm not sure his expression's changed in the last 8 minutes.
It's been all business as well.
We'll see if the game plan remains the same. Allow the Knucklehead man, Alex Gil, to work his way in.
And Gil always dangerous on his feet. And he's the one that looked for the clinch in that second round, and I'd like to see him show off more of the striking state.
Oh, big leg kick. Caught. Gil drops down. He's behind one knee, changes it up to the single.
Yeah, he's going for that high crotch single. He's got his head on the outside. Got to be careful now.
And you saw for a moment Aftab was thinking about taking the neck and then decided it's not there.
Yeah, just worked into that underhook. And again, he's just doing the right things slowly and calmly, which is that composure is really paying off. There's no panic up against the cage.
Well, Gil is quite methodical as well and doesn't sort of go into these bursts or chaotic moments that will make Aftab have to think about it. But he's giving Aftab enough time to think. And again, Aftab now with that body lock, and it's going to turn his man back to the cage. This is essentially the same recipe as the first and the second.
Let's see if he can get that takedown any quicker. He went for the double underhooks and picked his opponent up.
Looking to try and
again,
drag his men down.
Wizard from Gil though stifles that. Now they're both to the mat. Gil will end up on top here. Gil will end up on top.
Absolutely. Again, inside that very open half guard. And you can see he's locking himself down into it as well. Chipping away. Trying to take that post away that Aftab's.
Yeah, the difference was he didn't have the hook over the foot of Aftab, so that wasn't quite a lockdown. He just had his legs figure forward. But now Aftab turns to the side and building that base back up nicely. He's up to one knee.
The body lock, and is he going to be able to slip out from behind? Drag his man. No, good work there from Gil.
Yeah, ends up on top again.
Yeah, had the arm trapped for a moment. Aftab, though, you know.
Oh, big knee.
Thank you, knee to the body. We like a knee to the body, but I was just saying, Aftab doesn't look worried. He looks really composed there at the moment. Not where he wants this round to end up, but no panic at all.
He's got that one hook in now, Gil. Needs to make space. He hasn't got enough time though. 10 seconds left now, doing the right thing, just getting some shots off to finish this round. A strong round from Gil.
Absolutely, on the back again.
There we have it.
Well, we got a 3-round fight.
3 solid rounds between these two. Good respect. Great debut at bantamweight as well. A tough test for Aftab Javed. Will he have passed it? We will find out.
Very interesting to see which way it goes. I think probably just did enough over the first 2. Third was really tight.
Yeah, this is again, we have to wait and see. The judges' cage side will make that call. Let's get it announced.
Well, while Brian Lacey makes his way around to the judges to collect the scorecards, want to give a quick shout out to the long-term sponsors here at the UK Fighting Championships. Intelligent FS Residential, Empire Grappling, Miller's Taxi, and Pitbull West Coast. 19 shows in, 19 shows as sponsors. Thank you very much for that. While Mr. Lacey's making his way into the ring, we'll turn it over to him and he will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 3 hard-fought rounds, this goes to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score it 29-28 to your winner. In the red corner, Aftab Javed!